All right, y'all, so the internet is full of MCU hot takes. So listen, I completely get it. We all have our hot takes on the MCU, and I'm one that has a hot take on the MCU, right? Y'all ready? Well, hey, my hot take on the MCU is Eternals is a top 10 MCU film. I actually started this thread on my Twitter account at Geekly Goods. Let me know your MCU hot take over there because I will be reading off these hot takes, guys, and reacting to them, but I'm definitely cutting out usernames, won't be putting anybody on blast, but y'all, these are some crazy takes, so I'm ready to take a look at them. But what's going on? Hey, if you're new to the channel, the name is Leo Rydell. Thanks for stopping by Geekly Goods, and if you're new, hit that white subscribe button down below, and let's take a look at some of these hot takes. All right, so starting with the first one, and we're starting off hot, y'all. This person says, WandaVision was boring until the last episode. WandaVision, y'all? WandaVision was boring. That one breaks my heart a little. But at the same time, I totally get it. Listen, I really liked WandaVision all the way through. I thought the first episode especially was very curiosity invoking, and I loved the change in style and format in every single episode, and this shroud of mystery that really clouded the show, especially when it first came out. We were running around with theories, y'all. I thought Tobey Maguire was gonna appear. I thought Patrick Stewart was going to appear as Professor X.
I beg your pardon?
Guys, I had so many wild theories, and so did most of us. We thought Reed Richards was gonna be in the show, and I get it. I understand being disappointed by the end, turning out that unfortunately none of that came true. But at the same time, I think it kept it wildly entertaining on every single episode. Every week it came out, y'all, we were all congregating. But let's take a look at our next one. We've got a very lengthy one here, and from a good friend. Thank you so much for tweeting. You know who you are. Brax Knuckles. All right, let's do this. Iron Man 3 is fantastic. Eternals is a great movie. I agree with you there. That Iron Man 3 a little rough. She-Hulk ain't that bad. 100% agree with you there. Avengers Age of Ultron is top tier. Wakanda Forever is better than the original. Multiverse of Madness was near perfect. Quantumania is the best Ant-Man movie, and Endgame over Infinity War. That one is loaded with hot takes, my friend. I will agree that Eternals is a great movie. I 100% agree with that. I loved Eternals. I loved how much it said about humanity in the film, but again, that's a discussion for another day. I've been working on a video for so long on that, and we'll get to that another day. But also that She-Hulk ain't that bad. I agree. I loved it. I actually had a lot of fun with it week to week. I thought it was funny. Something new and different for the MCU, but wow, I don't know that I can call Iron Man 3. It's good. I don't know if I can call it fantastic. Age of Ultron is my least favorite Avengers movie. Wakanda Forever, I really liked, but I just can't put it above that first Black Panther. And it's unfortunately, there are some circumstantial things that unfortunately affected that film, so it's not necessarily the film's fault. Multiverse of Madness, I really actually liked more on a rewatch, but there are some things with the America Chavez character that I really didn't like. And the cameos, rough. Quantumania, my least favorite Ant-Man movie, so I gotta disagree there. Loved Infinity War. Endgame, I did love as well, but I just didn't find it to be as great of a movie. But y'all, let us know down in the comments how you're feeling about these hot takes so far. Let's go on to the next one, which is Taste. Eternals is my new favorite MCU film, a biblical epic about godlike beings whose indoctrination forbade them from aiding humanity in its trials until they learn the truth. Love that. I love Eternals. Again, like I was saying, going back to the humanity aspect of it, they fell in love with humankind. They understood humankind, and I love that about them. I love how vulnerable this movie became. So I really liked Eternals. I understand some thought it was a little boring. I get it, but for me, I had a great time. Let's move to the next one. Woo, this one is smoking hot, y'all. So let's take a look at this one. Not a fan of Civil War. Wow.
Holy God, what are you showing me?
Not the entire movie. The fact that the conflict didn't include Nick Fury was inexcusable. Don't care if it wasn't in the comics, they change things all the time. Among other things, action scenes were good, but it's given the most undeserved praise. Okay, but it's given the most undeserved praise. Okay, I had to reread that a couple times. I was like, but wow. Okay, so I completely understand where you're coming from with Nick Fury. The way I feel is this is very much a Cap movie, and I think if you include Nick Fury, it then feels even more like an Avengers movie, but I'm on the side that this is actually a Captain America movie. It was about Cap and Bucky's friendship. It was about Cap and Tony's friendship and relationship, and I understand that that there is a lot of involvement in Tony Stark, but it is to play to Steve Rogers' story. So I get that, and I feel like the missing Nick Fury just kind of allowed for that conflict to form a little more. You bring Nick Fury in, that may actually dissolve the conflict, so I really liked Fury being missing from this, but I get where you're coming from. I do think the action is amazing. I mean, there's that highway chase scene with the Black Panther chasing Winter Soldier, and then of course Cap chasing behind them. I really like that scene a lot. I think there are some excellent action set pieces in this one. I will say some of the hand-to-hand in the second Captain America movie is fantastic, but I really like that action in Civil War. Let's move on to the next one, which, hey, totally get it. I've said it before, probably in reply to you at some point, but I'll say it again. I dig the hell out of Captain Marvel. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I think Brie actually has the look of Captain Marvel, and when her and Fury are together, there's some great chemistry between the two of them. I just think that unfortunately the execution of this film was not that great. I think it came off a little dry. The pacing was a little rough. I think the changes of some of the characters, especially Marvel, were a little rough and a little unwarranted. Jude Law, I thought his character was okay, but at the same time, I'm really looking forward to the Marvels. You got Nia DaCosta on board to direct. I think that's going to be a much stronger effort for the Captain Marvel character, so I'm really looking forward to her chemistry with Kamala Khan and Monica Rambeau. So I can't wait for that one. I just think, for me, Captain Marvel was a miss, unfortunately. Let's move on to the next guys with, woo! Here we go. Here's another hot one, y'all. Be prepared, be prepared.
Be prepared.
But Ant-Man is top tier MCU movie. Top 5. Okay, so I've been known for saying that Ant-Man and the Wasp is top tier, and I agree. Ant-Man and the Wasp, the second one, not Quantumania, y'all, don't get it mixed up. But I do think the second Ant-Man movie is top tier. I've got it in my top 15 of the movies only, and I've got it ranked pretty high in my overall ranking. So I really do like that film. I just think it has so much fun, and it just moves and has a great rapid fire pace to it. I really like it, and I really enjoy Ant-Man and the Wasp's relationship in that. So I really like that second one a lot. The first one is good. I just would not call it top tier MCU. I just can't put it up against the likes of Infinity War, and yes, heard me at the stake for this one, No Way Home, and Endgame, even Civil War, all those, Winter Soldier, Black Panther. There's just too many other films, in my opinion, above that one to call it top tier. But hey, you know what? Thank you so much for weighing in, guys. Let's move on to the next one. I got a couple more, and then I will be back for another video in this series, so definitely stay tuned. But we got the GOAT MCU film is still Iron Man 1. I think that is kind of a hot take, but it's not necessarily, none of these are bad takes, by the way, but I think it's a completely understandable one, because I have gone back and watched the first Iron Man a couple times recently, and wow, I forgot how good those practical effects really look on camera. I really liked the Iron Man Mach 2 suit that was debuted in the film after the Ironmonger suit. That was such a great suit. I thought I really liked it. I think that might be Mach 3 or something, but I really enjoyed that first Iron Man suit. It just looks so organic. It looks so good. It looks better than the Nano suit. Less CGI. It just looks believable. So I totally get it. That was such a great jump start to the MCU. I mean, seriously, really set the MCU on a great path with a strong start. Of course, Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark was very good, and then that was just the first film, and it was the best Iron Man film to date, in my opinion. Very, very good, well-paced, great villain in Ironmonger. It was just very well executed, guys. But y'all, we got one more hot take to get to, and then I'm gonna wrap it up here, and we'll get back to some more of these videos. Y'all gotta let me know, though, your hot take either down in the comments here on YouTube, or follow me over on Twitter at Geekly Goods and let me know on this thread. But this is the last one, and this is a rough one for me. I hate Yelena. I don't get her appeal. Oh my gosh, I love Florence Pugh in this role. I think she's funny. I think she's charming. I think she's
I made macaroni if you want some.
super cool and badass, but I think she embodies the assassin so very well, especially one with a very hard background. You know, there was that contrast between her and Natasha in Black Widow, and I actually thought that was a stronger part of the movie, and I really like her character. She does the accent well. I think she just embodies this great badass assassin. She be chewing up scenery. She's goofy and funny, but at the same time can be serious, badass, and stealthy. I love the balance, how much she puts into this role. And honestly, Hawkeye, a little slow, but when she comes in, man, it just picks up and it gets funnier, and she's great with Kate Bishop, and I would love to see more of those two together. And I'm hoping that's where, if they have a Hawkeye season 2, I hope that's where they go, is do more of the Yelena and Kate Bishop relationship, because it was very, very good on camera. I liked Haley Steinfeld and Florence Pugh together. They were awesome. But guys, let me know your MCU hot takes down in the comments. What did you think about these takes? Which one did you think was really wild? There are quite a few wild takes. I know mine is even wild too, but none of these are bad takes, guys. I don't want to encourage us to be negative here and be mean and malicious about these comments. Let's just all come together to collectively disagree in a healthy manner when we do disagree, and agree and love one another, guys. We gotta love, man. We can't be out here hating on each other and spitting out all this negativity about each other. Let's be good to each other, guys. Let's not attack each other's personal being over opinions on Marvel. But guys, I really liked doing this video, so I'm gonna be doing some more videos on this. There's some more coming up this week. But if this video does well, y'all, there's gonna be a part 2, there's gonna be a part 3, and maybe even a part 4, guys. We'll see how it goes. Shout out to my man, Sean Chandler, man. He's awesome. Met up with him in Denver, saw The Little Mermaid with him and Chili Boy Productions, and guys, saw this idea on his channel, thought I'd give it a go, and I really thought it was fun, so I'll be back for some more. But hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below, and we'll see you next time on Geekly Goods.